Good day, I'm Jenifer Garcia, and now I'm going to answer some questions regarding to the given lesson. So the first question is, as I watched the documentary, I felt joy in my heart because it is glad to know that we really have teachers who have the courage to face all the difficulties just to fulfill their sworn duties. As a student who dreams of becoming a teacher one day, I am proud to say to the whole world that here in our country, there's a lot of teachers that are having a unique dedication and determination just to teach children who are not able to study in a good school. On the other hand, there is a sadness in my heart because it is very hard to imagine that despite of our modern generation, where technology is constantly evolving, there are still teachers who sacrifice to walk 2 days up to the mountain and cross a lot of rivers with a high current that it may also put their lives in danger. In addition to this, is their sacrifices for not being with their family and not able to talk to them in a month because there is no way of communication in that kind of place. Second, if I were in the situation of students who were not sure if they can finish their studies because there is no high school in the area where they live, and what makes it even more difficult is the lack of money to be able to study in a good school. I will make those difficulties as a motivation in order for me to improve and strive to finish my elementary level so that in case that opportunity came, for example, a scholarship given by the government or people who's having a good heart, then I can easily reach my dream to finish my studies in order for me to help my family and lift them out of the hardships of life. The third question is, assessment is very important for teachers to know if the learners are progressing or not in learning the given lesson. But based on their situation, that the way on how the student learn is through the use of multi-grade teaching, wherein one teacher teaches a student in 2 or 3 different grade level at the same time. That's why it is much difficult for teacher of malining to assess their students. But I think they assess their students in learning and development not differ from the assessment in other school. They can use formative assessment in order for them to know if the learners achieve to learn the acquired lesson. For example, learners should be submit 1 or 2 sentences in identifying the main point of lecture, and also they can use the summative assessment in order for them to evaluate the students' learning at the end of the quarter. For example, through the use of exam or project. But they should also use some techniques in order for learners not to be distracted on the class of their roommate. For example, a student must practice to stay focused on their work given by the teacher. In addition to this, according to my research, our lecture recitation, small group work, independent study, paired and peer tutoring, and lastly is direct instruction. So I have here an open letter to the teachers of Malining. For teachers of Malining Elementary School. First of all, I want to congratulate you because you are successfully fulfilling your duty in your chosen profession despite of facing the challenges of going up and down in the mountain every month. Thank you. Because of you, I have learned what the true value of the profession I am pursuing today. You inspired a lot of people, especially those college students who's taking education studies like me. You are a role model for me, and you made me realize that being a teacher is not measured by just being a simple teacher, because the teacher's love and compassion for the field they chosen is endless. Improving and educating not only in academics, but also the students' morality is the mission of every teacher like you, and now I will use your life-changing story as my motivation for me to do my part as a student, for me to be a good educator like you in the near future. Keep up the good work, ma'am and sir. God bless. So here is my slogan. Stop complaining, just do it and be the change. This is the value or moral that I've learned in the lesson because after watching the clip, I realized that many of us complain about the trials we encounter without knowing that the trials encountered by other people is much difficult than to ours. So that's all. Thank you.